Welcome to Genesis Alpha 1 with Jonah J. Appleseed. Genesis Alpha 1 is a space management resource gathering game where your end goal is to establish a colony on a Genesis planet capable of supporting life. You are a clone that has been sent on a Genesis ship into the far reaches of space to go and find and establish humanity and ensure humanity's survival on a planet that is capable of supporting life. Starting the game, you get to pick the corporation that has sent your spaceship into the universe. And each corporation has different perks. You see the starting crews and artifacts differ. So select the one that you like. That one runs a tutorial. That's a firearms corporation, so better guns. The leading company in cloning technology. You see the crew there that you start with. Artifacts, resources, modules. And then by completing certain unlock requirements, you can unlock better versions of the companies. So we're going to go with general ballistics. And then there's your crew. You can configure them. You can research and unlock crew abilities and different races and stuff like that. Then artifacts. Now I've already played through a bit on this so that I had an idea of what was going on. So I've got a couple of artifacts already. That's a suit upgrade which increases health by 5%. And then we've got alien liquid, gain knowledge about the universe distribution of its species. Machine gun, good choice for slower enemies. And then what else have we got here? Iron thrower, another suit upgrade. Motion tracker, yes, that's very good. Entrance barrier, increased harvest of biomass. I'm going to take that suit upgrade because that's very useful. So let's see here. Acid thrower, iron woman. Oh, these are upgraded robots, they're faster. Yep, I'm going to take those. Those robots, they collect the resources from your shuttle. And they're a little bit faster than the standard ones, which is good. So as you can see here, your mission is to safeguard the future of the human species by locating suitable planets for establishing humanoid populations, which will grow and flourish. At your disposal are Genesis starships and the advanced systems they carry. As you travel through the galaxy looking for candidate planets, scan for resources to build your ship and collect genetic material to create crew member clones who possess attributes to allow them to survive, yet discover alien environments. Alright, so mission overview in general. Corporation is general ballistics, we're level 1. Human captain male, human female, all the crew members. Got the equipped artifacts, which is suit upgrades, alien location, Robotnik P1 robots, motion tracker 2. Alright. Genesis Alpha 1 is published by Team 17. Those wonderful people that brought us that friendship destroying game called Worms. And the developer is Radiation Blue, which is a German indie company. German indie developer. Alright, so enough faffing around. Let's get started.
When I was young, our dream was to go to the stars. And so we tried, gave our best, and in the end we made it into space. We came here to prove our machines, our courage. We came for the competition and for the vanity. We weren't ready yet. And the dream faded, became a nightmare, became propaganda and lies. But soon, our old dream became a global necessity. We needed resources. We needed more space and more food. We needed a perspective. After years of digging in the dust of Mars, the inventors gave us wings, the hyperdrive. Our ticket to not only Venus or Jupiter, but to Messier, to Andromeda, and to a galaxy we call Alpha 1. A galaxy full of bright suns and beautiful planets. A galaxy full of life. A new hope. An alliance of powerful corporations was forged.
Charging battery.
And Project Genesis initiated. The dream returned, and we became pioneers again. Arcs full of genetic material reached Alpha 1. Their goal? Finding a new home for its cargo, and to initiate a new Genesis for mankind. The best commanders were chosen to lead these starships, and like myself, you are one of them.
Welcome to the shipbuilding interface. Here you build and upgrade our ship.
Alright, so that was a suitably dark but pseudo-positive intro to the game. Okay, so we start out with just the bridge module of the ship, and we have some resources to build the first modules. We got a sort of basic checklist of what we need here.
Charging battery.
And just got to unplug my headphones because I think it's interfering in the recording. Alright, so here we can see we've got some resources. 13 frameworks, 5 cables, 5 panels. We have 100 energy. And that's it. And we need to build a greenhouse, a tractor beam, some storage, and some crew quarters. First things first, I'm going to build...
The corridor connects modules and is available in different designs. Make sure you balance the ship's layout between security and efficiency.
I'm going to build a corridor. Corridors use energy. Okay. Gives us a bit of space there. Now we're going to get a crew quarters.
Each crew member needs a slot in one of these modules. If a crew member is sick or feels bad, you can most likely find them here.
Alright, now you see why I put some corridor on there, because needed the space. Now for the greenhouse.
This is a greenhouse. The concept of cultivating plants on board of our ship is central to the Genesis project. There is no technology known to us that can effectively store or even provide a vital biosphere for the full time of our endeavor. Different life forms also demand different biosphere components to survive on this ship. To compose a certain biosphere, we need special plants. Superior genetics cloning technology is not configured for the creation or reproduction of plants. This means that we need to protect our plants at all costs.
So basically, your greenhouse provides the oxygen for your crew, and it limits how much crew you can have, along with the crew quarters. And you'll see the greenhouse has got more connector points on the outside that you can add to it. Alright, next thing is storage and a tractor beam. Before we do that, put some more corridors down here for future use. And
the lift module
then
grants fast access to higher or lower decks of the ship.
Thanks, Susan. Then I'm going to install a turbo lift. And let's go down a level. And let us rotate. Yep, that way. Alright, so there's a good reason why I'm installing a turbo lift. Your tractor beam, and you guys will see this later, your tractor beam and your shuttle can bring creatures onto your ship, and when that happens, they will run around not only in the floor level but also the subfloor levels of your modules, and they can cause havoc. They wreck power systems and break the modules and stuff like that, but they can't go through a turbo lift. So I'm separating the core functionality of the ship from risk. Okay, let's build some more corridor out there, and then we need
The Alpha Quadrant is full of shipwrecks. Our tractor beam module is a fast way to acquire already refined materials. Materials will be directly moved to the ship's storage. No deposit and no refinery required.
right. So we're going to put that in there. And then we just need storage now.
This is the refined storage module. Production-ready materials leave the refinery and will be stored here. Keep an eye on our refined storage capacity. If we run out of space, the refining process will be placed on hold. Our refined materials are the source for shipbuilding, weapon, and ammunition supply.
Okay, so we have 2 frameworks left. Don't think there's anything else that we can put down with that. Nope. Alright. So that's what we're going to start with. We're going to have to build up the materials to add a hangar and a refinery and deposits, as well as a biotank, which is going to be very useful. press exit. So tab to start the game, and we get to rename the ship. What to call it? Alright, Lifeboat 1. Start the game. Okay. Press it again. Yeah, 2147. I don't know how the ship is moving because there's no engines or anything. It's just somehow magically moving along.
New captain promoted.
So here's the thing about this game. Everybody's clones, right? All the crew members are clones, and if you die, another clone gets promoted to become captain. It's just like it's as cold and corporate as you get. Okay, this is the bridge. There's a display of a planet there. There's a map table type thing. There's space, and for some reason either space is twirling around us or our ship is rotating for no apparent reason. There's one of the robots I was talking about earlier. We crouch. These are the access tunnels. Oh, that module upgrade kits. This module has an upgrade in it. Alright, that one doesn't. So that's the underfloor systems that I was talking about earlier on.
Welcome to the shipbuilding interface.
Whoops, didn't mean to press that.
Survival
Yeah.
guide updated. Your
Let's have a
ship
look at
is
that
like
quickly.
an ark, and the crew is the most important part of your endeavor. No crew, no Genesis. Improve the crew's DNA and treat them properly, and they will grant success of your mission. Each crew member needs a crew quarter cabin, or they can become sick. Assign crew members to modules to maximize the module's functionality. If you die, you will respawn as one of them, with all of your abilities and flaws included. As long as crew members are alive, so are you.
Alright. This is your PDA. So, no Genesis candidate required. We don't have the required crew or ship biosphere. This is our stats. If we gain an alien ability, then we can equip it here. Suit upgrades. These are site locations. So we found a signal that points to the location of a hyperdrive module that allows us to jump further. This is the survival guide. Tom's voyage is a bit of a storyline to Alpha 1. Here we can change the coloring of the ship, we can change the name of the ship and run the tutorial. Keep on pressing the wrong buttons there. Alright, let's go back. That's crew quarters. There's the bridge. Okay. That's the crew quarters at the top. Here's the crew. Standing around, not doing anything. You can talk to them about unassigned crew. They'll give you sort of like tips and, you know, sort of tutorial stuff. Keep pressing escape for some reason. Some miscellaneous lighting system that seemingly comes from midair. Well. Okay. Come through here, we've got a greenhouse.
Survival guide updated. The ship must provide a proper biosphere for the crew. Different species need different biosphere components to survive. Collect plants from the planets and grow them in greenhouses. To compose the right biosphere for your crew, protect your greenhouses from alien threats at all costs. No plants, no life. Assign gardeners and build greenhouses to optimize the biosphere.
Right, so for some reason I've taken my gun out. Okay, so there's the plants, and here's a control interface. And you see this, there is a person walking around here, so I think there's already one person assigned. Yep, there's already a crew member. And you can see we've got 3 plants producing 2 blocks of O2, so that's 8 O2 in general. There's 2 empty planters, and we don't have any additional plants. Now here's a nice thing about this game. If I drag the screen down, I can look at the other monitor. So, crew of 5, we've got 6 O2, not 8. Don't know where I got 8 from. Crew cabins, 4 out of 5 is used. 2 out of 8 robots. In our weapons rack we have 2 turrets, 2 energy barriers, 8 cells, 8 shells. And then if we look down again and to the right, there we go, we can see that we've got 1 person assigned to the greenhouse and 3 unassigned. Alright, and let's step away from there. Now, of the full crew, I'm going to assign 1
Job assigned.
to the bridge to make scanning run faster. Off he goes. He's going to go and scan. And this is the galaxy map here. So we've got that artifact that tells us where there's liquid aliens, liquid alien types. We can show resource locations if we know it, and site locations. Hyperjump all the way over there. By the time we've jumped across that distance, yeah. Alright, so we can zoom in. Let's select that block. We zoom in again. Alright, so in these different blocks here we can see there's solar systems that need to be explored. That signal means there's a merchant there. See, our crewman is busy working on scanning there. Let's get a free module quickly. We can speed this up by interacting with these terminals. And you can do this with a lot of the different modules, like the tractor beam and the refinery. Speed things up by actually interacting with the terminals yourself. You make it faster, but you have to stay connected to the terminal, holding the E key. We'll come back to that. Right now, we're going to check the weapons locker. we're gonna want those two. And what have we got? We've got the shotgun. Yeah, I've got a shotgun already, pistol and energy rifle. Okay. Okay, time to go down the turbo lift. Okay, so this is storage. See that panel is there, the panel over there is blank, you can't assign anybody to that. This just gives you ship resources, weapon resources, power resources. Another storage.
Survivor guide
Tractor
update.
beam.
There are many shipwrecks in this area of space. You can gather refined materials with our tractor beam. Select space debris at the tractor beam's terminal. Wait for the materials to arrive on the ship. Ready your weapons. Aggressive life forms could emerge from the loot.
And that is exactly why I brought these bad boys. So I'm going to put one down here. That looks like the turrets from Aliens. And then you'll see there's a subfloor. So let's have a look here quickly. Right, so currently that's the only direction they can go in. So let's put one down there. Alright, so that should pick up any nasties that pop up. Okay. Alright, this is the current system that we're in. And as you can see, there's some debris, some framework, some cables, some batteries. We've got plants, another O2 plant, and then a NH3 is ammonia, if I'm not mistaken, and then uranium fuel rod, uranium for fuel rods. Over here we've got lithium for batteries, uranium for fuel rods, another site. And I'm going to assign crew, which I'm going to do here.
Job assigned.
Holmes and
Job
Henson.
assigned.
Okay. Alright, so let's start with framework. So that's the tractor beam now bringing in some resources. And this can be sped up once again by using these terminals.
Resource beaming complete.
And now we stand by.
Resource acquired.
Nothing this time, we just got the resources.
Resource beaming complete. Resources collected.
Another clean one.
Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired. Resource beaming complete. Resources
There we go.
collected.
One dead alien creature and biomass. We need that biotank. That's why I'm going for the frameworks first.
All biomass you
Here we
collect
go.
will be stored here. Make
we can
sure
build
we
the biotech
always have
now.
enough biomass in stock and biomass tanks ready. Biomass is the basic material for every cloning procedure.
Alright, so I'm going to put the biotank on the upper level because it's an essential resource. We need it for healing, we need it for research, we need it for cloning. So we don't want to get it damaged by any incursions or infestations. So we need 3 framework, we have 10 so far. Let's see what else there is that we can get. Okay, we need some more for the hangar. And we need, so it's 10 for the hangar, 3 for deposit, and 5 for refinery, so that's 18 total. We have to have all 3 of those because if we build the hangar, we go down and get resources, we need a deposit to put them into. And then from the deposit they need to go to the refinery before we can use them. So we'll need 18. Yeah, 18 framework. Now, I think we're done with that. Yes, we do. So we'll go for batteries because they are resources for weapons.
Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired.
Okay, clean run. We'll come back to this. We'll have to hyperdrive out of the system.
Resources collected.
Sure. DNA. Ooh. Crawl 1. It's a new creature we can make. Type of crew member. Periodically you've got to just check that there's no like infestation on your ship. There we go.
Resource acquired.
Went straight for the energy node there.
This is not why we came here.
Who was that? Who's moaning? Henson? No, you're a dude. Gomez? No, I don't want to talk to you, Henson. Eh? Okay.
Resource beaming complete. Resources collected.
Track to be crew, resource locations. Stow it, Gomez. Keep it to yourself. Okay, so 4 more for that one, then we'll grab the cable. We'll have to come back for the planets. Keep pressing escape for some reason.
Resource acquired.
Yeah, so we'll have to come back for the planets when we have the hangar, because we need to find the framework first to build the hangar, deposit and refinery, which is the 18 framework that we need. But I want to grab the resources we can track the beam right now.
Resource beaming complete.
And just come back for the planets.
Resources collected.
I love all the little dials, all the...
Resources collected.
This is very like late 1980s, early 1990s sort of dystopian sci-fi future kind of thing. It makes me think of like you know, what it would be like on a, what the look and feel would be like on like some sort of Weyland-Yutani space, you know, colony ship kind of thing.